welcome to Rants the Boys, the only boys podcast that thinks Will Forte is just extraordinary. I'm one of your hosts and jack of all trades, Mono, and with me is my co-host and master of none, Kira.
That was terrible. Put a coin in the jar.
Nope, no coin in the jar, and it's not going to make sense to anybody until we explain it later on. And much like this episode made everybody wait for the supernatural
whole way
lads
to the end.
Yeah, we'll make you wait a while till we explain that Will Forte thing.
Yeah.
But we are back to talk the second half of Season 5, Episode 5, One Shots.
Yeah, where things kind of ramp up.
That's definitely one way of putting it.
Yeah, I think definitely the first part was like sowing of seeds and getting everybody up to date with where exactly everybody stands. Going into the last hurrah.
Certainly, we've got Noir and Deep set up to be, probably fighting each other rather than anybody else.
Yeah, which may throw a spanner in the works for Sage overall.
The boys going into what I'm guessing will be towards the final fight.
Yeah, they've kind of largely resolved their conflict with the exception
There's no conflict.
Within the boys.
Yeah, there's no conflict. There's still issues to be worked out between Frenchie
no
and Kimiko,
and
MM needs to get his shit together.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Annie presumably still has some stuff to work out with Huey over her
leaving.
Well, just her being all
guilty,
worried about losing him and stuff. But her trip home with her dad certainly helped with that. Firecracker we'll talk about later as well. And then from here on out we get Sage and Ashley going into the final thing.
Yeah.
And what it certainly seems like
the
of Homelander and Soldier Boy being
united
now. Yeah.
We saw the seeds of that starting last week with the whole kind of revenge for sending him into the virus.
Yeah, last week they were both still very much working against, and I'm sure they each still have ideas about what the other is going to do or not do. But for the minute, they are united front against the boys anyway. I think in the final, that's what's being set up. But will we just go straight into the specifics of what happens?
Yeah.
So, picking up with Sage.
Yeah, so we're back again in the boardroom meeting. We pick up with Sage making the comment about how massive religious upheaval will cause civil unrest. And we got the whole bring the soups back in. And this falls on Sage.
What I like about this, and I actually didn't pick up on it on the first watch, because when we keep going back to the meeting, this is like the third time going back to the meeting, it's like, oh yeah, it's just the same kind of stuff, but it's not.
Yeah.
Because we're getting different angles. Now, there's no dialogue different, but you're getting to see everybody's reaction
to various things.
So last time when the line was made about recalling all the soups, the focus was on Firecracker because she was about to get the text.
Yeah.
This time the focus is on Sage's face, and she is not happy about them all being recalled. After the who gives a fuck a stand line, you hear Firecracker laugh, and Sage looks really pissed off.
Oh yeah.
When the meeting is over, she heads off.
Why is there Archer spy music?
Yeah, what's with the spy music? There's like 3 or 4 seconds of like serious spy music.
And then there's another little bit at the end when he leaves the elevator.
But for like a split second.
Yeah, it's like
it was weird.
Yeah.
I love Christopher Leonard, but I don't know what he was trying to say there. That was weird.
I do appreciate it though as a break from the triumphant failure overture.
Yes, like that. I mean, that's Homelander's theme. You know what I mean? We're going to hear it a lot in this show. But yeah, it was nice, if confusing.
Yeah, because I was like, it actually kind of it would have suited Soldier Boy better.
Yeah, maybe.
For his like whole run at Stan Edgar.
I don't know, maybe it was because like Sage is sneaky and sneaking around, but like all she's doing is walking to a lift.
Yeah.
It was confusing.
At least it was in smooth jazz.
Oh yeah, it's not Deadly Premonition level confusing, but it was confusing nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
In the lift, Soldier Boy joins her.
Yeah, she's about to let go of the facade, but he walks in, she's just like, oh, yay!
She knows
exactly what I want.
Oh, but she knows well enough how to
push his buttons.
Well, kind of how to express displeasure without it sounding like displeasure.
Yeah.
Because she's supposed to be in charge.
Yeah.
So when she's saying things like, oh, you haven't found the V1 yet. He's taking it as this is the boss lady that I have to listen to telling me why haven't you done the job, as opposed to how we're taking it of she wants to know that her plan, her
schemes are not in peril.
Because when she specifically does ask him about the V1, he looks so annoyed at having to answer no.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, wouldn't it be magnificent, you two together?"
Yeah, she's still playing that because he makes the comment about the meeting they've just had being a Guccione piss party.
I've no idea.
Nah, didn't even bother looking it up. I'll get some references, but that one, no. But
she's talking about getting the V1, and they're saying that Stan Edgar still hasn't said anything because he's going to Crime Analytics.
We don't find out why yet.
And he's like, oh, I haven't had a crack at him.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? And he's like, well, he used to bring me he used to like run his cocaine. Or bring him.
He says that to Homelander later on. She asks, Homelander still hasn't gotten anything out of Stan. He says, no, but I haven't had a crack at him yet.
Yeah.
And she smiles at him and he leaves the elevator and she goes stone-faced immediately. Then
she calls Ashley in for a meeting.
Yeah.
Ashley's not very happy about this.
No, but what Sage is looking at when Ashley comes in
is
appears to be blueprints. I wasn't sure of what at first, but then given what she says later, if they're supposed to be the blueprints of her bunker,
she'd want to have it built pretty sharpish.
Yeah, it's a bit late to be building the bunker now.
Yeah.
So maybe it's Stan's bunker?
She's just taking
she's
it over.
planning on moving in.
Well, hasn't it been wrecked now? So she'd have to make changes. And she said it's outside of Colorado. It's Colorado.
Outside of Colorado Springs. So I was like, Cheyenne Mountain?
Yeah. Well, it's a good place. Mountains you can burrow into.
But yeah, she's got Ashley over to tell her that she has to recall all the soups.
And she's like, what the fuck?
Well, no, Ashley's talking about how she's just about convinced the FCC to pull every license.
Bar VNNs.
Yeah. And what do you want me to do now? And she finds out and she's like, oh, fuck.
No.
And we see her side of the conversation to, as it turns out, the Ukrainians.
Yeah, because Sage is like, oh, well, it's what the Lord wants.
No, it's what the man wants.
This is more important.
It's always what the man wants. And she smiles, but she is not smiling.
No.
Because Ashley turns around and there's a little bit of a look on her face of like that conversation that she had with Vic last season.
Oh, yeah.
About stupid old white men and how they're always in charge.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, after she says it's always what the man wants, and the face turns, then she goes, hey, do you want a drink?
And they have a drink, and a bit of a bitch.
Ashley's talking about racing Gulf streams with the...
Oh, yeah, they're at some,
the various heads of state.
Yeah, at some climate change event meeting thing.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably...
That tracks.
Yeah, not just for that world, but I wouldn't be surprised if something like that had actually happened. But before Ashley takes a drink, she's like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Like, you're being nice to me. Yeah, you want something.
You haven't called me a late-term abortion once today.
The poster child for late-term abortion.
Yeah. Sage is like, well...
It's not you I want.
Yeah, I want to talk to you. And she goes and whispers to the back of her head and is like, what is Homelander looking for?
She says, I know you know what Homelander's up to.
Yeah.
Back Ashley says, he's after V1. And Sage says...
Which apparently is news to Ashley.
She says, what's V1?
Yeah.
And then Sage says, which means, back Ashley says that he'll be immortal.
Yeah. And Ashley is like, what? Have you guys been talking without me?
I don't think they have.
No, but she knows that she knows.
Yeah, I don't think they've been talking, but...
Because Sage's ask is that back Ashley read Homelander's mind and tell her what he's... It's not Homelander. Homelander's an open baby.
Yeah, she can read him.
It's Soldier Boy.
Yeah, she can't.
She has to stop them developing a familial bond, because if they team up, then they're definitely fucked.
Yeah, but I don't...
Because Soldier Boy can depower people, for one thing.
Yeah.
Which means that if he starts following Homelander's bullshit, or if Homelander, if they...
Well, he'll give Homelander the V1, I think, is her biggest worry.
Yeah.
At the minute, she knows, based on kind of... Probably how things, she's probably heard at least a little bit, or saw how the two of them came back not in the best mood when they went to get the V1, and she probably figured out, he is, or was initially trying to stop Homelander from getting the V1, but now I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
And that's why she wants back Ashley to be able to read him. But
the argument between Ashley and back Ashley...
Where she keeps spinning around, trying to look at the back of her own head.
It's fucking brilliant. It's Homer trying to see the face.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to see.
It's fucking hilarious. But her arguing with herself.
Oh, it's so good. The finger up and the spin, Colby. It's so good.
It's the sharp quarter turns.
Yeah.
brilliant. It's so funny. It's
I don't
so
think, though,
funny.
that Sage has been talking to Back Ashley without
But I just
Ashley's
love the fact
awareness.
that Back Ashley doesn't tell Ashley everything.
But that's it. Sage...
That's hilarious to me.
Well, Sage has assumed that... Well, I don't know if she's had any conversations with Back Ashley, but if she can read everybody's mind...
Yeah.
And Sage knows about Homelander and the V1.
Yeah.
And Ashley's been around Homelander since then, but isn't freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. So
she can obviously assume that, Back Ashley's not telling her every single thing.
No, but she's like, you help me.
Yeah.
That's when we get the reveal of the plan.
Well, no, first they actually do get to drinking. After finding out that
Everybody
Homelander...
commences drinking.
After finding out that Homelander might become immortal, Ashley does want a stiff drink.
Yeah, I just like drink. Yeah, fuck yeah. And this is when they got the story about Ashley's mom and how and the kindergarten story.
Back Ashley agrees to do it, but Ashley does not.
Yeah, Ashley doesn't like it.
That's where the argument between the two of them is. But then, the drinking happens and they start talking about Ashley's mom. Well, Back Ashley wants dick.
Yeah, and
specifically from their high school boyfriend.
Yeah, who
and Mom
painted
loved him.
It looked like Pepe Le Pew back there. So Ashley's always been a freak.
We're not surprised at all. Because Sage has the line when Ashley comes in about how having a 24/7 security detail must be really hard for somebody who's into like
scat play. Yeah. When she's like, I do have a job. Like, I do work.
Well, in fairness, we saw the Secret Service standing outside the room while her and her father were getting to it last week or the week before, which I forgot to say at the time, there's a bit from the comics that's quite like that. Not any of those characters, it's Vic the Veep.
Yeah.
There's a bit where the two agents are standing
outside
talking about how humiliating it is. And,
wear my dicky hat.
Yeah.
He wants you to put it on.
There's a couple of bits later that...
Oh my god, thank God we never got that.
Oh, thank God we never got Vic the Veep.
I'm sorry, I know,
Victoria Newman was way better.
I completely blanked out. He wants you to put it on for him.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring it up.
I just let people go and look that up themselves.
Yep. But Back Ashley wants the high school boyfriend, and she's like, oh, but Mom liked him. And Ashley's like, well, Mom's dead.
So...
And Sage can obviously only hear what Ashley's saying in response. Yeah. So she's like, oh.
Well, no, Back Ashley talks out loud sometimes.
Yeah, but there's no way of us necessarily of telling there whether that was out loud or not. But Sage anyway asks about her mom. And we get the story about her breaking up a marriage because somebody called Ashley, comment about her nose, was it?
Yeah, they said, made some comment about her nose. So her mom told the kid's dad that the mom was fucking the UPS guy, which was true. And they ended up moving away. So kindergarten was fun.
No, the rest of kindergarten was fine.
Yeah.
that was a kindergarten.
Yeah.
Her mom sounds terrifying.
And then we get the story about Sage's, that
Sage's grandma also died of cancer.
Her parents gave her V to be a cash grab.
Yeah.
It was like, well, at least your mom loved you. Like, my parents gave me V to be a cash grab, and I ended up getting smarts, which is useless. So they dumped her on her grandma, who, encouraged
her grandma was the only one who encouraged it, yeah. I think that story comes first because when Ashley finishes the story about her mum about bringing a nuke to a knife fight, she's like, I used to want to grow up to be like her.
Yeah.
And Sage is like, well, you still could if you help me.
Yeah.
And Ashley rightly says, fuck you.
Yeah.
This was all planned.
Just sat up to get me to agree.
You knew about my mum. You just wanted to wring it out of me so that you could soften me up. And Sage doesn't deny it. She just goes, did it work?
Yeah. Did it work?
Probably the most honest she's been with Ashley now. Up until 2 seconds later when Ashley's
you've been scheming away at something all year.
Yeah, and how do you expect me to trust you when all I am is a pawn in your game? So that's when Sage is even more honest and says, okay, fine, look, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
She says,
I want to burn it all down.
Homelander and everything that's happened up to this point is phase 1. Getting Homelander in charge of it all. Phase 2 is get the virus released. Yeah,
and Ashley's like, what the fuck, you want the virus out? And she's like, hell yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because once the Supes find out the humans created the virus, the Supes will turn on the humans. So they'll be murdering the humans and the virus will be murdering the Supes. And she can go watch it all from her bunker and then she can read.
Yeah.
It's that Outer Limits episode.
I'd say she was only delighted when she found out about the virus.
Yeah.
Because that was something...
Yeah, how are you going to turn... because that was she was aiming for civil unrest and massive turmoil. She could have found, from the second that Homelander brings her in, she could have found out about the virus because the virus already existed at that point in universe. Yeah.
because Gen V season 1 is between seasons 3 and 4. She gets recruited at the start of season 4, which means the virus itself was already being created by Shetty, but nothing to do with Sage.
Well, like, at least
and then Shetty dies.
She would have known about the research facility below.
Oh yeah,
Godolphin.
no. Sage would have found out about all this.
And like she was in cahoots with Godolphin because we don't know how long he's been there for. Well, she obviously got him moved in with the takeover after that.
Yeah. Oh, all I'm saying is the virus wasn't Sage's construction.
Yeah, but she's kind of utilized.
So, yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. As soon as she was brought in by Homelander and was probably thinking to herself, right, this is going to be great. I can put him in charge and then find some way to get myself in charge.
Yeah.
And then she finds out about a soup virus and is like, oh well, there we go. This is going to be really easy. And I am actually a little bit disappointed by its
simplicity.
Yeah,
but I also am admirable of its simplicity because phase 1 put them in charge, phase 2 release virus, phase 3 profit.
Well, it's
like
not
at least
that,
it's not dependent on when you've got multiple moving components.
Well, I mean,
very little. Like once the virus gets released, she doesn't care how it's released once it gets out there.
Yeah.
Who releases it.
Yeah, she just has to
make sure
one
that
or two things
all she has to do now is make sure Homelander doesn't get the V1. Because if he's immortal, then she's fucked. Because that's the whole thing. She's like, he would never leave me alone.
Yep.
Could you imagine?
Imagine if it was just her and Homelander left. But no, like I had said that I hope they didn't reveal her plan at the very end and have her just being like, haha, I was pulling the strings behind all of it and we never had any evidence. Because they didn't do that in season 4.
No.
You could see what her plan was, like how she manipulated the Starlighters with the dead bodies and things like that. But we hadn't really seen anything of her this season.
No.
And that's because we didn't need to. The virus was already in play and everything was going according to her plan.
Yeah, because
the virus was about to be released and then it's the V1, like you said, that fucks up her plan.
Yeah.
So now she needs...
and she needs to make sure that Soldier Boy, because at the time she was like, oh, well, I can use Soldier Boy.
But I think... I was just expecting for it to be something a little bit more than just chilling out in the bunker and reading. But then that's how he found her.
Yeah.
That's all she ever wanted.
That's all Thanos wanted. Just wanted some peace.
I think just because the reveal at the end of season 4 was so good. When she comes in with the balloon and he thinks it's all falling apart and the way she reveals it to him.
Yeah.
And that, actually, because it worked out this way, it's here. And she spells it all out for us. And the bits that we didn't know get filled in, but they make sense. It's like, I can see how she was responsible for it. And that was really, really well done. That this reveal, I just think, wasn't as good as that one.
Yeah. Well, she'd have been playing this one closer to the chest.
I know.
This is her own little plan.
Yeah, it just... I think maybe just the season 4 finale one was just so well done that this one just fell a little bit flat for me. Because I was just like, oh,
well, that's at least
that's all her plan
is told Ashley.
Yes, true.
You know.
True.
Because she does reassure Ashley there'll be a place for you in my bunker.
Yeah.
If you help me.
And you too, Ashley.
Yeah.
So she's actually saying it to back Ashley first.
Yeah.
And I like the last bit that we have then of Sage and Ashley there is just back Ashley saying, I'm assuming quietly, fuck. Because, I think Ashley's happy to be privy to the plan.
Yeah.
And
doesn't want to be actively involved in the plan.
Well, happy that Sage has a plan to get rid of Homelander.
Yeah.
Probably not happy with the everybody else on the planet dying part.
Yeah.
But, so that's what Sage's plan is. It's not terrible.
No.
It's just the end result I thought was a little bit basic, I suppose.
Yeah, she just wants to watch the world burn.
Yeah. And we're not surprised by that either.
No.
You know,
once
we heard about her grandmother and how that went down.
She's completely disillusioned with humanity.
She kind of said that to Vic as well, so I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. But anyway, moving on to Homelander and Soldier Boy.
Yeah, so we're back in the
at the meeting.
with the commentary with the Deep.
Yeah, the knee pads thing. And when Homelander dismisses everybody, except for Soldier Boy, obviously, he comes up to him and is
no, Soldier Boy does go to leave, but he comes back.
Does he?
Yeah, he stands up and he kind of turns to go and then he walks kind of back up to him and is like...
Why are you so pissy?
Yeah.
When you're pissy, you make everybody else pissy.
Yeah.
So what's up? And there he mentions Stan, or is it straight off the bat that he's like, well, why should I tell you anything, kind of?
Yeah. He's like, you locked me in a room with radioactive material to die.
And left me there. Why would I help you or trust you? And he goes, well, you had the chance to kill me.
And you didn't.
He's like, well, why should I believe that? And he goes, maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah.
I think that there is the comment about Stan first.
Yeah.
Because he's like, why would I let you have a chat with
Stan? Yeah.
And that's where he says the Weasley fuck used to get me my cocaine.
Yeah.
Which was...
I've known him a very long time.
I know it's probably a little obvious thing, but he was a weasel in the flashback cartoon thing for Noor.
Oh yeah, it made 100% sense he was.
It made sense he was a weasel, but just nice choice of words there for Soldier Boy because
you scared me my cocaine.
Homelander's like, well, why should I let you? Everything we just said, and then he's like, well, yeah, maybe you shouldn't. He goes, give me a shot. Meet me at Stan's cell in an hour. I'm gonna try something. So we
discover then that he goes off to crime analytics. Yeah. Presumably.
Yeah, we find out why when they actually go into Stan.
They've got him in the tracksuit. I know. Poor Stan.
One of the only bad lines that I didn't like is there's some great lines in this episode.
Yeah.
But Soldier Boy being like how the mighty have fucked themselves in the ass.
Yeah.
But then he's not great at insults either. Yeah.
They're all very homoerotic.
Stan is just on point Stan.
I know, I love the way he's very matter-of-factly like, why am I still alive?
But just every sentence he has from then on is just about driving a wedge between the two of them. Like,
are you so desperate to keep around your father figures?
Yeah, the daddy figures, even the ones who hate you.
Yeah.
And when Soldier Boy first comes in, he's like, I wanted to meet the fella who sold me out to the Reds. And he's like, well, we had your replacement.
Yeah.
Even as a toddler, Homelander showed...
And he was like, it was a unanimous decision, or it was a company decision.
Or it was just business or whatever.
Yeah, that was it. It was just business.
Yeah, we had your replacement. Even as a toddler, he showed way more potential than you ever did. And Homelander looks a little bit kind of like happy and then looks to see how Soldier Boy reacts, and then Stan immediately follows it up with, it's just a shame that potential turned into nothing or something.
It's like, oh, it's a twofer.
Oh, yeah. He just, every little one, they're just proper little 1-2 punches with the dialogue. Stan is so fucking good.
He's like, tell us about V1. He's like, I told you, I don't know.
No, before that, there's a great little nod to the comics where he tells Homelander that, with everything he has, all the power, he's not done anything remotely original or interesting.
Yeah.
That's something straight out of the comics.
And he hasn't done anything that any normal person wouldn't do.
The smallest speck wouldn't do given his powers. In the comics, when Homelander has unleashed his plan, his takeover plan, and then the assault on the White House, one of the first things he does is go to see James Stillwell. Yeah. Who is basically what Stan is here.
Yeah.
And
tries to gloat it over.
Tries to gloat and be like, look, I'm taking over the world. All of this. I'm taking over the world and I'm coming to kill
Daddy.
you. Yeah, and he just gives it to him like that.
Wasn't I a good boy? Look at what I did. I did it all for you. Like he's constantly
I think his first line
seeking.
when Homelander shows up at his window, his first line in response to Homelander being like, look what I've done. He's like, am I supposed to be impressed?
Yeah.
Have you not done anything remotely original? And yeah, it's one of my favorite bits in the comic, and I love how they.
World.
Yeah, I love how they just took it straight here with Stan and Homelander.
Yeah.
But Soldier Boy has the upper hand because he went to crime analytics.
And he got them to find
Zoe and Samir.
Yeah.
And he just says Tempe. Is it Tempe?
Tempe, Oklahoma or something like that.
Somewhere. Stan's like, is that supposed to mean something to me? And he says, it's where your granddaughter and her father are.
And he's like, oh.
Yeah, he's like, I can go and pay them a visit, or you can tell me about V1.
And he's like, well, I've told you, I genuinely don't know where V1 is.
But
you should go and talk to Mr. Marathon. He was very involved
very interested in Vought's
history. If anyone knows, he would.
That should be a fun reunion, and he leaves him with a little smirk.
Yeah. So they end up in Hollywood.
Yeah, they're off to LA.
Welcome to Hollywood. Fun fact, Rosemary Clooney, George Clooney's mom.
Yes, I didn't know that until you told me 2 or 3 days ago. But yeah, they're off to see Mr. Marathon.
Yeah.
Who is, obviously...
Jared Padalecki.
Yes. So now Sam and Dean are both on the show.
Yes.
And in short order, so will Castiel. But before we get to him, I actually loved his intro. All of it, the fact that he's
the big fancy house.
Well, yeah, he's still rich and stuff, but he's still bitter about being kicked off the 7.
Yeah, and, you didn't let me win that. Didn't give me a chance to win that race back again, bro.
He's disrespectful, but kind of respectful at the same time in the way he does it. He's like, this one kicked me off the team, and then you never give me a chance to win. Yeah, it's playful disrespect.
It's like I'm mad at you, but look, am I being such a good sport about it?
Yeah, and I love how it's played there, and just the fact that we get to see Marathon Man is cool because you only see him in the flashback in the comics when they have the whole 9/11 plane thing.
Yeah,
and beyond that, he's not really featured in it. So it's cool to see what would have become of A-Train had...
He's got this big luxurious house. You get all these movie posters that he's been in that are hilarious. There's a Ghost Rider one. There's like as parody Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, it's Marathon Man Vampire Hunter, and then... Or sorry, Mr. Marathon Vampire Hunter. Then the other one is like Supernatural Runner or something like that.
And then we get the great line about where like they're not even Vought films.
Oh, obviously. Oh no, it's not there. Sorry. Is the come check it out line? Or is it there?
It's literally when they walk in and he's like, oh yeah, and then he says,
oh yeah, he wants to show them.
Hey, check this out.
Yeah, all the posters.
Hey, check this out.
But yeah, when they're talking about the films that he's in, he's like, oh, check this one out, gross 35 million. And Homelander's like, on a 200 million budget.
Yeah. It's like it's where all sad soups go.
To die. Sony TV. And then...
No, it's like Sony Entertainment Pictures.
Well, it's it's A, the people who make The Boys.
Yeah.
And B, the people who make all the Spider-Man films that aren't allowed to mention...
Marvel,
yeah, all that shit, like, and it's all in here, you know, yeah, okay, look, we might not be allowed to use the VCU characters or mention the VCU names, but, like, we're still making magic, man.
Yeah.
It was great. I really enjoyed that intro.
No, he leads them through into kind of a dining bar area, wet bar type.
It was downstairs.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. A random room in the house.
Yeah, it's a rich person house, so
it's got many small weird shaped rooms.
An entertainment area where you entertain guests, and he's got the
gang. They're all playing poker, so it's Kumail Nanjiani, Seth Rogen,
Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Will Forte,
and
who are we missing?
Malchemical.
Was there not?
No, that's it. There's four humans. There is a fifth one, but he's in the bathroom.
Did we say Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, right, yeah.
There's a fifth, but he's in the bathroom.
Yeah, they're all talking about how shit...
He's in the bathroom for a really long time, actually.
Well, yeah, did you not hear why? Danny Trejo should stick to acting.
His
tacos fuck my shit up.
Not Trejo's tacos!
Yeah. That's why he was in the bathroom for so long.
Oh no, Doug Judy.
So they're talking about how crap Homelander's America is, and
they've been writing off all the actors that have been rounded up, and I did love the Benedict Wong or Cumberbatch. Both!
Oh fuck, man, we've got to do something.
And then them saying, oh, should we...
Why should we do something? And it's...
Oh no, and then it's the discussion about all the black squares and all the blue squares.
No, I love, we're storytellers. We invent characters and heroes. And he's like Skywalker, somebody else, and Gandhi.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yes, of course, that great fictional character, Gandhi. But yeah,
the discussion about whether or not they should shop people because they're up for the same roles.
Well, no, that's when Will Forte jumped in because they're all talking about what they should do. Yeah, and there's the black squares or the blue squares, and then
is there any color that hasn't been taken by a cause?
Yeah, Seth Rogen says,
which is very similar to the ribbon discussion.
Yes, yeah. Just listing off and social media, Jeff being like, Jesus Christ, no, that's anal cancer, that's this, that's that. But yeah, Seth Rogen says he can get Lena Dunham to write an article
for the Atlantic,
and then Will Forte chimes in. He's like, look, whatever, fucksticks. He goes, the day that Bill Hader was executed was the best day of my life. Getting all these offers now. And then Chris chimes in and he's like, well, do you think we can report people for being Starlighters? Because me and Michael Cera are up for the same role.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you knew him for 20 years. He's like, man, I really need this role. But they do, Sarah, you're right. Yeah, Malchemical is the other one because at the kind of start of the conversation with how fucked up it all is.
Because they're all like, Malchemical,
sort your boys out.
Yeah.
As if he can.
And the parents were like, he's Malchemical?
Yeah, because in the comics,
Malchemical is horrible.
One of the worst suits.
Oh my god. And then he ends up being put with Super Duper.
Well, that's why he's one of the worst suits. We don't see him until he gets put with Super Duper.
Oh my god, he is the most
Super
awful,
not really
disgusting, thing.
I'm glad Super Duper never show up in the show, but it's a group of superheroes who are mentally challenged or have various learning disabilities or physical disabilities, and that's kind of the joke, and it's not great, but Malchemical goes there and abuses them.
Yes.
In all sorts of ways.
Horrendously.
And
the very sweet lady Soup, who is kind of their caretaker as well.
No, she gets it the worst.
He completely terrorizes her.
Yeah, so Malchemical is just absolutely a disgusting person. And to have Misha Collins
be Malchemical was like, what the fuck?
I don't think he's supposed to be that bad in this universe or anything. But
he is actually
it's just
horrendous.
Funny that they got the angel from the other show to play one of the worst characters.
I was kind of sad he wasn't Stripey. I did want him to be stripy.
Stripy?
Yeah.
Oh, to actually have
the stripes, yeah.
Well, yeah, because they've changed his power set because...
Yeah, he turns into noxious gases because that is one of my favorite.
Well, he can turn himself into anything. He can manipulate all. He's supposed to be metamorpho, I think.
Yeah, but there's that one panel where he's sneaking up on somebody as a gas cloud and it's just a cloud with this like sinister face in it.
That's when he's attacking Huey.
Yeah, and it's just there's something really funny about the cloud with the face in it.
He's like swiping at Huey with like weird tentacle razor things, and Huey goes to punch him and he turns into a gas and he's like, aha, I'm a gas, and Butcher bursts in and sets him on fire with a Bic lighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that Malchemical here is they've downplayed it. He can produce various gases.
No, because he foul being.
But he doesn't truck any of that fascist shit.
No. He just wants to keep on living his life. He's happy out.
At the end of their hilarious conversation, Homelander and Soulja Boy come down the stairs. Will Forte and Seth get up and go straight over, and Will Forte's like, hey Homelander, do you remember me? I'm the guy who shot Channing Tatum.
And he just looks
at him, and then Seth Rogen's like, oh, we met before as well.
For like Black Noir 1 and 2.
Yeah, well, we've seen it in the past.
And hey, Soulja Boy, I was on the live stream where your girlfriend got captured.
Yes, because he is Circumzalat 779 or whatever number it was. You okay? So fucking funny, and this is where he's great.
No, like later on in that when he's offered the
weed,
yeah.
But there he's like, oh hi, we've met before. He goes, I'm actually going to be testifying in front of Congress to out potential starlighters. And he's like,
Homelander's just like, get away from me.
Yeah.
And they both go, okay, and scuttle off, which is the smartest thing they could have done.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And Soulja Boy's like, right, what are you here for?
Homelander turns around to Mr. Marathon and is like,
tell us
we're here for a specific reason, alright? Yeah. It's not to just meet your friends. We want to know about V1.
And he's like, oh, okay. And leads him into this he has his own kind of Godolphin room.
Yeah, he's got a special room.
Yeah.
With loads of like fantastic little Easter eggs. There's the comic that Soulja Boy looks at.
Because it's supposed to be the shooting, the Idaho.
Well, he's standing over a protester having bashed him, and it says, "Thou dost protest too much." And Mr. Marathon says,
Kent State, sorry.
Huh?
Kent State.
Yeah, Mr. Marathon says they pulled that one after Kent State.
Yeah.
It'd probably be worth about $500,000, but he paid some stupid bitch 20 bucks for it on eBay.
The Puff Baby Oil.
Puff Baby Oil, which in and of itself was a funny joke, and I didn't expect more of it, but then it turns out that it's Chekhov's baby oil.
Yeah, and all the obviously incredibly weird, controversial Nazi propaganda, because you get the thing about how he was a pioneer, and Soulja Boy is like, no, he was a funny little
pansy
man
with sweaty hands and a German accent.
But he stops at the photo of Clara.
Yeah.
And kind of has a little moment of longing, and Homelander sees it and is like, did you fuck my mom? And kind of like lovingly embraces her.
One of the other things on the wall, there's a Soulja Boy by Liberty Bonds.
Yeah.
And there's also an ad for Vought Slims that features Silver Kincaid.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, because he's got loads of all the old movie posters, and there's all like payback posters as well.
That means we could get Silver Kincaid in Vought Rising.
Yes, we
as somebody who hasn't been cast yet, because that's kind of...
She's got really fun powers.
She's got Cindy's powers, basically.
Yeah.
Cindy was kind of
a
version of Silver Kincaid. But now there is actually a Silver Kincaid apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could get her in Vought Rising. That'd be cool. So in
this is
room,
when we get the whole, I don't have, he's like, well, do you have any V1? And he's like, no, I don't. And they're like, fuck it, we're out of here. He goes, no, but Bombsight does. And we get the story about how, because not only is Mr. Marathon in movies, he also slings drugs.
Oh yeah, he mentions that
on the side. He's like, fastest dealer in town. And he's like, oh yeah, Bombsight was like one of my best customers, and he on some drug fueled rant outed that he had some.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh yeah, I'll give him a call. He can fly right over.
Mm.
Obviously, we're like, cool, do that. Cut to him and Soulja Boy doing massive dog legs off the fucking painter.
Giant lines of cocaine. And he's like, I picked it up
from Bolivia while you were taking a slash, which means he got...
No, Pagoda. Colombia.
So that's while you were taking a piss. So how fucking fast can he run?
Very, very fast. But then A-Train got to France, from France to America pretty damn quick too.
And they're doing massive lines of coke. And Homelander is just...
sitting in the corner.
God, the perch on him.
Perched on the edge of the seat with his hands in his lap. And Seth Rogen and Chris are sitting down at the table.
Yeah, they're all still sitting down at the table.
Just looking a bit nervous. And Chris offers Seth a joint.
And he's like, no, I don't smoke. He was like, I have to. I
just pretend to sell all my ashtrays to a bunch of suckers.
Yeah. In fairness to Christoph Mintz-Platz, he actually offers some to Homelander.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this is what Homelander didn't want people to be afraid of him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, hey dude, you want a spiff? Like,
but he doesn't like drugs.
No, he doesn't. And he's like, oh, okay.
But yeah, the rest of them are like, don't. Well, they're fine when he's just like, do you want to hit that? And Homelander just stares at him. And then he continues, he's like, it's a life goal
to outsmoke you.
Just outsmoke you, homie. And
Homelander
like, just stares back at him.
Just like, don't say that.
Don't call me that.
But Soldier Boy and Mr. Marathon has turned around to him and been like, is he as weird as he was when I was there? And Soldier Boy's like, well, I obviously wasn't there when you were there, but yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, he fucking is. Talking about him and his cape and how it's like a baby blanket and he probably wanks into it and that's why it's stiff.
Well, I liked the story about how Misha Barton wanted to suck him off.
Oh, this one time in Ledoux. Which just transported me immediately back to the 2000s and watching The Hills. Because Ledoux is a nightclub in LA that was really popular in the early 2000s and all like the hot young things went there. That's why Misha Barton was there and wanted to suck his dick. But then somebody fell over his cape and he left, or somebody spilled something on him?
No, she was talking to him. She wanted to suck his dick and he talked to her about Nietzsche for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then accidentally stood on his cape, so he stormed off.
Yeah, and they were like, oh man, his cape, it's like a fucking baby blanket. And then, he probably jacks off into it and that's why it's stiff. And Homelander's like, say that to
Say
my
that
face.
again. That is done so well. Because we know Homelander can hear them.
Yeah.
But the fact that all of a sudden he's really right there, louder than the both of them. Say that again.
To my face. He's behind me, isn't he? I'm right in front of you.
I do like how Soldier Boy...
He's like, you can't take a joke.
And it's not about protecting Mr. Marathon.
No, it's
it's about... Will you just cop on? Like, if you're supposed to be my son and you're supposed to be this powerful, can you stop being so fucking thin-skinned that you can't even take a joke?
It's the equivalent of that guard going, will you stop cursing in front of your child for fuck's sake?
You stop cursing in front of your child for fuck's sake.
But he just
Homelander would never have survived an Irish secondary school.
No, Irish secondary schools would never have survived Homelander. But for the exact same reason. But yeah,
the slaggins he'd have gotten the first time he showed up in the outfit, like
it would be good for him.
Yeah,
because in this instance, Soldier Boy is right. Just take the joke, but he doesn't want it. He's like, he holds up his hand to Soldier Boy's face as in like, no,
play the joke. Yeah, like, take the joke.
And then he says,
play into it and make a joke about his ma didn't complain the last time I rode her sideways. Yeah, that's what you do.
He likes mummies.
Yeah, we know
that's the reason they think he's asexual is because
he's an asexual. They think he's an asexual weirdo
because he only has sex with mummy figures.
Yeah,
and they haven't seen any of that. Stormfront and Madeline Stillwell, they're long dead. So, Stormfront maybe, but we'll see.
If she is still floating around, like
she could be, but to what end I do not know. But yeah, he's like, say it again.
Yeah,
and he won't. He's like, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Homelander's being very muted while he's down in this basement.
He's not in a basement.
It's a lower level of the house. They went down the stairs to get to it.
I know. It's probably like in the hills, so it's like on multi-level.
Yeah, true. But yeah, he's just...
Because there is like big windows behind them and shit.
Because he's about to storm out there.
Yeah, but he just goes...
He's like, we're done.
But he's like, no. Wait, he's on his way. He'll have the V1, I promise you. And he's like, that's how they convince him to stay?
Yeah, and then he thinks about it for a second.
And he goes to leave, and then he turns around to back to all the guys, because they'd all been talking about how he's fucking weird as well.
Earlier on, yeah.
And he's like, I heard you all.
Well, he's talking about everything they said before they walked downstairs about taking all the people and how fucked up it is and Malchemical, why, like, that's everything he heard.
Yeah.
And that they'll pay for all of that. Especially the hateful memes.
I heard every word you said.
Yeah.
Look how clogged his ears are with wax.
And I'm like, other times Homelander would have killed them all.
I think he's just in a bit of a pansy fit and he doesn't want to just kill laser people in front of his dad.
Is it that? Is he trying to show a little bit of composure in front of Daddy? Because Daddy was just like, stop being such a bitch.
Because the look he's been giving him the whole time, he is watching him and it's like, well, why? And it's an eyebrow raise and well, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You have to get yourself out of this. And if he lasered them, Soldier Boy would have just been like, no, you're a fucking moron. Like,
well, also I think there's probably part of it is like, he doesn't want to completely burn his bridges with Mr. Marathon in case.
Because he needs bomb sight.
Yeah.
So he's just like, ugh. whatever. I think he's just like, they're not even worth killing.
Well, maybe that's it. I'm glad he doesn't, because what we do get from them is fucking brilliant.
Because when he does actually go to leave, he runs into Malchemical.
When Homelander first comes up and is like, say that again, Mr. Martin casts an eye over at Malchemical, who's kind of over behind the bar, and you see him duck down. Yeah. Because he's offered Homelander a beer in between there as well, actually.
He's just trying to be friendly, and he's like, hi, I did a lot of stuff for like Germax.
I think he's just trying to get himself over to between Homelander and the exit. Yeah. And that's what he uses as an excuse. Mr. Martin gives him kind of a
nod,
look,
and he then gives him cover,
and then gives him another nod as Homelander is actually trying to leave, and he comes up to him and it's like, oh, just hang on, wait a second, we're all we're all friends, we'll chill out, like. And Homelander's like, get out of my way, and he then gasses him, and Homelander collapses.
Yes, and Soldier Boy's like, what the fuck?
Before he can go for Malchemical, Mr. Marathon's like, whoa, hold on. Let's just get rid of him. Yeah. like hear us out here. Yeah. He's fucking everything up for everybody.
Yeah, and like, I love the fact Malchemical's like, they're trying to ban abortions. And like Soldier Boy being like, yeah, that could be a problem.
That one's going to be a problem for me personally. They're like, yeah, it's a problem for all of us. But he's like, they're going to ban the hookers. They're going to ban all the drug dealers. Yeah. They're getting rid of all the cool shit, man.
Yeah, I just love the way Mr. Marathon is like, oh, let's go back,
They know their audience.
Awesome.
I'll give them that though. They know their audience. They're like, if we're going to sell Soldier Boy on it, this is how we do it.
We're not going to be able to go out and like just fuck everybody and take all the drugs and do all the shit and get away with all of that. Like, we're not going to be allowed to. This is fucking shit. This is what he wants to do. So they're like, you depower him and we'll curb stomp him, and that'll be the end of it.
Yeah, because Malchemical says he was
and we can go back to being fucking awesome.
that delivery is great. Because he said, we don't want to be gods or asexual weirdos. We can just go back to the way it was, where we're fucking. Oh, the fucking. The delivery of that line is, it's great.
Unfortunately, then we got he might be an asexual.
He is an asexual weirdo.
But he's my asexual weirdo.
Nobody fucks my son but me.
That came out wrong. And then grabs him by the throat. He loves a good face grab.
That's a throat grab.
Yeah. And then crunch. And then panic.
Yes, all the writers and actors are like, oh shit.
Leg it.
They're just going to stand there and then...
Well, then Mr. Marathon tries to attack Soldier Boy.
Him. But just before he does, why do we think Soldier Boy doesn't want to kill Homelander?
I think they're it is very much, no, he's my punching bag, you're not allowed to.
Yeah, like, do we believe him when he says, nobody fucks my son but me, in the sense of, like, if anybody's going to take him down, it's going to be me. I'm going to be the one to kill him, and if I do it, I want to do it to prove, like, me versus him one-on-one. Yeah,
I think they were kind of like...
They sucker punched him.
Yeah.
And he wants a fair fight against Homelander.
No, I don't even know if it's that. Like, I do... think a lot of it as well has to do with the fact that, like, whatever happened to him, whether or not Quinn is his brother.
Yeah, there's definitely...
And maybe the killing of his brother...
If it was his brother.
That last kind of familial link, this is the product of all that hatred and everything that happened to him.
Yeah.
Having that, and then having Homelander, like, show him mercy to a certain degree.
Yeah, because...
And being like, oh, you're not as different from me as I thought you were.
Yeah, because when Homelander wakes up later on, actually, the fact that he kind of owns up about Firecracker and says, out of respect for you, I'm done with her, and then rats her out, that would lead me to think maybe, it's more what you're saying. And less just the fact that he wants to kill him himself.
It's what Sage is afraid of. I think they're bonding.
Yeah,
they're seeing familiarity in each other.
Well,
Homelander
I know why
has this drive.
We don't need to question why Homelander wants Daddy around.
Yeah, but that's it. But Soldier Boy's the same. Soldier Boy only ever wanted his dad's approval, and he never got it.
I mean, he's not going to get it off Homelander.
No, but he can be better than his dad.
You probably are right. I just like it spelled out a little bit more because it seemed a little bit
just on the turn.
Yeah, like if he has gone fully onto his side, I'm a little bit like,
and also possibly like the power aspect of it as well. If Homelander takes over,
well, if he does get the V1, better to have him still be on his side. Yeah, true. True.
Especially if he gets the V1, he's immortal. He's not getting out of this.
But that's
unless something happens. I don't know.
Yeah, so I suppose at this point, hedging his bets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. The way Sage keeps talking about it.
Yeah.
That would be ironic if it was Sage constantly saying, oh, well, isn't it going to be great when the two of you are immortal together?
Yeah, that
is
he's
what
like,
actually convinced him to,
yeah.
do you know what? I'm just going to have to get used to the idea of him being immortal, and now he has, and that's the reason why. Because of Sage's own fucking fault. Anyway, back to Mr. Marathon attacking Soldier Boy.
Yeah. Great initial fight scene.
Well, Soldier Boy just knocks him straight down.
But the couple of like body punches and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Soldier Boy gets some good digs in. Like
Yeah.
Mr. Marathon runs with him and gets one hit in, and then gets fucking floored.
Soldier Boy does what Soldier Boy does best.
Yeah. Will Forte is the first to go because he goes to run out, and Soldier Boy grabs him and turns around and puts him between him and Mr. Marathon, who runs clean into him and explodes him. And then upstairs,
and it's like, oh no, Doug Judy. Chris Ferguson? Craig
Robinson?
That's
Ferguson?
it? I don't know.
Doug
Judy.
Comes out of the bathroom talking about Trejo's tacos.
And then it's like, hey, Soldier Boy!
Yeah.
Big fan!
Yeah, I didn't know you were here. And then Soldier Boy does the exact same thing, turns around, and Mr. Marathon runs straight into him as well. And it's just like, fuck!
Yeah, because I imagine, like, little bursts at that high of a speed. Yeah, you're not going to be able to stop.
Well, he's off his face on cocaine.
And he's taking a lot of cocaine, because I saw a lot of people were like, why are speedsters shit? And I was like, they're always fucked up every time you see them in this. A-Train at the start, off his face
on V, yeah.
He's a proper V addict. You don't see much of the other dude, but who gives a shit?
Shockwave.
Yeah.
Well, we only see him perform in that one race.
Yeah. Mr. Marathon's just literally been doing like a horse's leg of cocaine.
Yeah.
And when we do see A-Train when he's clean, like, yeah, he can see shit in super high speed and move bullets and crap like that, but he's still nearly fucking, doesn't hit the girl.
Yeah.
But he's still not able to correct himself.
Yeah, because he notices so late because he's been looking back at Homelander.
Yeah. Like, he's still not able to correct it, and that is ultimately his downfall. Plus, he's, like, way past his peak.
Mm.
And presumably, it takes some time to get up to their top, to, like, accelerate, like, up to their top speed. Like, sprinters don't come out of the blocks.
To be honest with you, cocaine is enough of an explanation as is.
No, but, like, I've seen loads of people giving out about, like, the amount of people who get run through by speedsters, and it's like, well...
Well, really, up until this
point...
Like,
how many people get knocked over by their dogs running at them?
Well, no, up until this point, it was one.
Yeah.
Now there's a much larger pool. But up until this point, it was one.
Yeah, so many people got squished in this.
But yeah, so
I know when Soldier Boy's been like, he's got Command Me Jimmy and whatever.
Yeah, after Doug Judy bites it, you see the three remaining lads on the phone to the cops, and they're like, "What's the address?" And they're like, "Fuck, we don't know. We're at Mr. Marathon's house. Where is that?" Like, they can't figure it out.
Yeah.
And then Seth legs it.
And the other two are like hiding.
And the other two are standing there. Kumail and Chris are standing there.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, follow me. I'll get you out of here safely."
Well, they're like, "Oh fuck, don't kill us." He's like, no, I'll get you out of here safely. Just do exactly what I say.
And he pushes them out in front of Mr. Marathon.
Well, he walks out and sees them and then turns to them and goes, no. And they run and immediately get squished. Then it is Seth Rogen's turn. He's last to go.
Yeah, because he doesn't get squished. He gets run in half.
Because Soldier Boy picks him up and throws
him at him. Yeah, so
and he runs straight through the middle of him.
And he's lying there being like, oh no.
What did you do to me? Is it bad?
Yeah.
I like, actually, that he gives him a mercy kill.
Yeah.
He tells him that he'll think of him every time he watches...
Sausage Party?
No, I can't remember what it is now.
I don't know.
He'll think of him whenever he watches something and then snaps his neck.
And no, but the look on his face, because Seth Rogen was like, no!
He's like, what?
Not that film!
So that's all of the friends now dead. Soldier Boy legs it to the special room.
Yeah. The lube comes back into play.
Yeah.
Because he spreads it all over the floor. Because the house has turned into the fucking Home Alone house at this point.
Well, with one specific trap.
Yeah.
Other people. And then baby oil at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cue smash crash, very Acme again.
Yeah. Straight into the counter that had all the Vought stuff on it, like his like central shrine.
Yeah.
And then Soldier Boy stamps on his ankle and snaps it, and then picks up the other leg when Mr. Marathon tries to kick him.
And is like, "Where's the V1?" And he's like, "I don't have it." It's like, but Bombsight does.
Yeah, he was like, Bombsight was never on his way here. And he says, no, I haven't seen him in like 5 years.
And he does end up snapping the other leg, but in the course of it, he gets out that he does have the Bombsight does have the V1.
Well, that
is true.
He won't tell him anything after the first leg snap.
Yeah.
And then when he snaps the other one, he does.
Yeah, he's like, he does have it, but he hasn't seen it in about 5 years.
Yeah. Soldier Boy drops the leg and he's like, Like, oh, thank God. And then a foot. Squish straight into him. So he ends up being the one curb stomped.
Yeah. And popped his head like a balloon.
Well, that's how he goes, kind of how he goes out in the comics.
Yeah.
Homelander flies through the plane trying to, like, course correct it by bashing the tail.
Oh, yeah, and he ends up, like, smashing it.
He smashes straight through the plane.
And in half. He's got Miss Marathon on his back and he decapitates him, yeah.
Yeah.
But in fairness, it's better. Who gets dropped in that?
Noir.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they just drop Noir, and then
lives.
But the Deep gets hit by the front of the plane, and he's just holding on.
Yeah,
I love the plane sequence in the comics; it's so funny.
Oh, it's such a shit show. Way
the panel though of them all, just like the ones that fly, just holding up the ones that don't, and they're just being like hung there like laundry.
It's 4 flyers with 3 non-flyers
between them. Yeah.
But yeah, Homelander then is like, what happened? Soldier Boy says he took care of it.
Yeah.
And when Homelander asks why, he says, because fuck them. That's why.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, right, so he's not giving him much, but then he does turn around and is like, oh, actually, I've got a bit of a confession.
Yeah.
Says he's sleeping with Firecracker, but that
he's going to stop out of respect for you, plus her
pillow talk was getting annoying.
And he's like, pillow talk?
Pillow talk. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
And now we have to discuss it.
So we have Firecracker coming out of the elevator, post the truth bomb. We see the little Jesus figure that she carries around with her.
Yeah.
And she goes to put it in the bin.
Oh, she does.
Put it in the little bin.
Yeah.
And walks into her room. And Homelander's sitting waiting for her on the sofa.
Yeah. How's sex with my father?
Ah! Yeah.
She tries to kind of worm her way out of it.
And being like,
I never meant to cross a line and this, that and the other.
It's
and he's
only
like, were you thinking
of
me when you're sleeping with him? She's like, oh, look, I'm so sorry. And he goes, it's not the sex that even bothers me. It was the chats after sex.
Yeah, where you questioned your faith.
Well, she says whatever Soldier Boy told you, is a lie. And he's like, what about how you question?
And he's like, oh, do you think of him when you're praising? Do you think of Jesus when you're praising me?
Yeah. Because at first,
like, basically, are you cheating on me with Jesus?
Because when he says it about Soldier Boy, do you think of me when you're fucking him? At first, I was like, well, he wouldn't care even if she was, because he's not into her that way. But it's only to have the contrast then of when he says it. Do you think of Jesus when you're praying to me? Yeah, when you're praising me. And yeah, he's like, I believed in you.
And she's like, well, I loved you.
But you never believed in me.
And she's like, but I love you like I always have. I'm the only one who's ever has. And he's like...
No, he tells her to pack her things and leave
go.
first.
And
she really should have. Like, she's not a great person.
No.
But she didn't necessarily deserve to die there.
Not like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Like, she's always, like, from...
I felt sorry for her. Maybe she did deserve to die, but I still felt sorry for her.
Like, Firecracker's one of those people who knew it was a grift from the setup.
Yeah.
And it kind of got out of control for her.
But when you know it's a grift, that kind of makes it worse.
Yeah, and then it became something that actually...
She wasn't a good person. She was raised to be a good person, but then wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had moments of sympathy for her before, with like how Annie treated her as a teenager and that sort of stuff. So there have been moments that have humanized her, but they've always done that with the villains on this show, even with Homelander.
Everybody, nobody is.
So you do feel for her in this episode.
Yeah, but she went after him, and then she has her little thing about how she always loved him.
She was the only one,
and he goes to turn away from her again, and she stops him again.
Yeah,
like he keeps trying to leave, and she keeps going back. And it's like, fucking stop. This isn't an episode of Cops.
Yeah.
Like, know when you're done.
Yeah.
And saying, like, that she only slept with Soldier Boy because of his reflected glory.
Yeah.
And doesn't everyone deserve to be loved?
Well, she's like, because it was worse because, she talks about when she was suckling him.
Yeah.
And she kind of felt his grace, and now it's so much worse because
she knows
was
what
cast
it's like.
out, and she knows what it's like, and she just wants love, and everybody needs love, even God. And
he did not like that. But there is a moment, like, he's looking at her, and it was like, is he going to kiss her? What, like, is he going to do that weird Stan head hug thing that he did? Like, what?
The only people who can tell Homelander that he needs love, even in a positive way, are the people whose respect he wants.
Yeah.
So Stan can say that he needs love and that he's a needy little bitch. Homelander or Soldier Boy can say it. Stillwell can say it. Even
Butcher can say it to a degree.
Even Joan. Was it Joan? No.
Barbara.
Your one who he left down in the bad room.
Barbara.
Even Barbara could say it.
Yeah.
The people who can't say it, Doppelganger.
Oh God.
Because that's what killed Doppelganger. When he turned into his own version of, he was like, everybody loves you. And he had just been told by Stormfront like an hour earlier that he didn't need everybody's love. And that's one of the things he's often not liked about himself, and talking in the mirror and all that stuff.
But like
but people beneath him can't tell him he needs love, even if it's in a positive way. He kills them. And that's what he did to Doppelganger, and that's what he does to her.
The thing that I found, like, this was her out. She wasn't going to have to continue spreading all these lies.
Oh, that's why it was so
where
hard.
was she going to go at the same time?
Well, she couldn't go back to her church, that's
she
for
wasn't
sure.
going to be able to go, like, she couldn't go back home.
Yeah.
What if they denounced her as a Starlighter, she was going to be fucked.
Yeah,
like,
and I mean, I wasn't expecting a happy ending for her, and I probably was expecting her to die. I felt bad for her when she did.
Yeah, but yeah.
I felt really bad for her because she could have had it out.
Yeah, for somebody who was doubting so severely to then plead, because she does, like, she may not believe in him, but she does genuinely love him.
She loves him, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking cult leader 101.
Yeah, and it's not like necessarily, well, it is kind of a romantic love, but it is more of that like love of a cult leader.
Yeah.
And she doesn't believe he's a god. She probably could learn to.
Yeah.
But she believes in him in every other possible way. He's the best man. She even says it to him,
Yeah.
And then she has to correct herself to God. But yeah, she absolutely loves him and worships him, but not as a deity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's bye-bye.
Night.
Because, yeah.
Horrible way to go.
After she says that.
Because she's still away, like, the eyes moving around after she gets the wing in the
yeah, she's
head,
conscious of what's happened to her before
head,
she dies. Yeah, but yeah, he slams her head into the eagle thing.
That's an undignified position to die in.
And leaves her there, just walks out.
Oh.
And that's where the episode ends.
Yeah, and everyone's mad that the Deep is still alive.
Oh, the Deep is going to die.
The Deep is going to die.
The Deep is absolutely going to die.
I really want something large to squish the Deep, preferably like a whale or something, for like the sea life to turn on him. Because that would be fucking hilarious.
The only people from the 7 that I am expecting to survive are maybe Blackmore too.
Yeah, because, well, he has murdered a whole load of people as well.
Yeah, but maybe him and maybe Homelander depowered.
I did see something that was like Homelander depowered.
Oh, that's a very popular theory at the minute. Purely because it would be worse for him. You kill Homelander and he's just dead. But poor old Homelander having to live depowered.
Like, Homelander depowered, lying there sobbing, and then Terry just comes along and starts humping him.
Yeah.
End credits.
But yeah, like it would for Homelander it would be a fate worse than death.
Oh yeah, he'd have to be a regular Joe Schmo. Like Homelander depowered in a normal prison.
Not even in a normal prison, just out in the world, having to live and work. That would be worse. Because in prison, he'd still get meals provided.
He'd have
he wouldn't have to be responsible for himself.
Yeah. And oh my god, it's like when Nathan leaves Death Clock.
Yeah, that's what he needs. He needs to be in a fucking McDonald's, getting shouted at by every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry that walks in, knowing
it's not like
a year earlier he could have lasered every single one of them, but now he has to put up with their bullshit if he wants.
Every single one of you. Sorry.
Yes, but he could have, but now he has to feed them their stupid burgers, otherwise he starves.
Because Annie Deepower could still defend herself and stuff like that. She trained to do it. Soldier Boy.
Well, she wouldn't care.
Yeah. She could live, She can live.
She'd probably be happier without the V, because she could just go off and be normal with Huey.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't. It would devastate him. Yeah. And it would be far worse for him to have to serve the general public in a shitty job than being, and having to deal with that every day than being in a prison.
Yeah.
It'd be way worse for him. Way, way worse. Yes, so that was the second half of One Shots. It wasn't a one shot for us.
No.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was one of the boysiest episodes we've had in a while. I thought.
And I know a lot of people, there seems to be a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people binged through just because they were like, oh my god, Supernatural reunion. But a lot of people were like... I haven't
seen that so much. I've seen a lot of complaints about how these last 2 episodes were filler episodes.
I know
I called the last episode a bit placeholdery, but placeholdery and filler are not the same thing.
No, I feel like it was necessary to sort out a lot of the more minor storylines and to get exactly where everyone kind of stands.
You were right about last week. My issue last week was there wasn't a huge amount of plot progression, and that's why I called it placeholdery. But all the character stuff that we got, I didn't really enjoy.
Because now we have in this kind of fatalist, like gung-ho mindset. We've got Huey and Butcher have come to a resolution.
Yeah.
Which is only going to get them to move forward more.
We know what Sage's end goal is. She's brought Ashley into the fold.
For
Homelander
that.
and Soldier Boy seem to be a united front, and they know not where, but from whom to get the V.
And Noir are going to be working together
possibly
to further Homelander's agenda, whatever the fuck the Deep is going to do.
Well, I think based on what we got in this episode, anything that we see going forward between Deep and Noir will probably be about them fucking each other up. But yeah, no, it was a great episode.
And no more Firecracker.
Yeah, Firecracker's gone. Bork's
gone.
And
a whole load of celebrities are gone.
All those celebrities. And Sir Comes a lot. Like, he's been in...
And Malchemical and Mr. Marathon.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know they were all just introduced. But there was a lot of death in this episode. Yeah. And the like, him running through them all, fucking great. Like, because I had said...
At points, though, he was making the A-Train train noises.
Yes, he was. I think they've just decided that's the speedster noise. But, yeah, no, I thought it was a great episode. Like, we had a nice, big, gory showpiece.
Yeah.
Some of the dialogue.
It was and some ridiculous fucking, like, gore as well. It's a long time since there's been some really, really over-the-top.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier in the season that I didn't think, like,
I enjoy the Acme
and
aspect of it is fun.
The rock hard stuff landed. Yeah. Everything in this episode I thought landed.
And obviously the memes. Have you seen the memes?
Got the memes that are going to come from this one, yes.
The turkey leg meme. I've seen the turkey leg meme about 14, 15 times. I love it so much.
It's so fucking funny. Like, God bless you, Anthony Starr.
I need it with the da-da-da-da-da music over it.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was One Shots. Don't know what the next episode is called, but it will be out on Wednesday.
Yes.
So 3 episodes left now.
Yep.
I assume next week's going to be kind of ramping up, and then 7 and 8 will be our
finale.
Big old blowout finale. Yep. Cannot wait. But as ever, thank you for joining us, guys. In the meantime, if you want, you can head back and listen to our previous episodes or our other podcasts, Mono Rants at the Movies, or Death Rants, a Metalocalypse podcast. Or you can come and chat with us on Twitter at RantsMono, on BlueSky at MonoRants, on Instagram at monorants_the_boys, or you can send your own rants to monorantspodcast@gmail.com. We'll catch y'all next week.
Slán.
Bye-bye.